An Oklahoma man who admitted to conspiring to kill a Nebraska teenager 56 years ago gets out of prison this weekend.
As he walks to freedom on Saturday, he will have spent less than a year in custody for the stabbing death. In a First Alert 6 exclusive, I share what the inmate had to say to me in his closing days locked up in Lincoln and why his words infuriate the victim's family.
It is not justice for Mary Kay. That is not justice for Mary Kay.
There aren't many people alive who knew Mary Kay Hesse. These two won't forget their cousin.
She always took care of everybody. She always looked out for everybody.
The Christmas decorations are now up in this home. The holidays have a different meaning this year.
The lawyer did his job to find what was the shortest sentence in 1969 that he could be accused of.
Let's go back to that day more than 56 years ago, March 25th, 1969. Mary Kay Hesse, who was 17, was found dead just after midnight by a farmer. Her body was in a roadside ditch 3 miles outside of Wahoo, Nebraska. One of the early suspects worked in the meatpacking industry.
He killed her the same way they slaughter cattle. He got her jugular, her carotid artery. He damn near cut her collarbone.
In 1969, true DNA testing as we know it now did not exist. What should have been saved or collected as detectives would today wasn't.
I've thought of him more than he ever thought of Mary Kay.
The U.S. Marshal tracked Ambrose to his son's house in Oklahoma, November 2024. The family of Mary Kay Hesse believed he would finally face a jury and have to explain himself, but he never did. The Saunders County attorney cut a deal, citing some key witnesses were no longer alive, others, their memories fading. The reality of complex rules for a trial, especially this old of a case. Medical bills for the suspect had climbed above $30,000. She did not want Ambrose to escape accountability.
I feel like if the jury would have heard all the evidence we had, we wouldn't be having this interview today.
Mary Kay Hesse's cousins say the county did not get their blessing to offer a deal for conspiracy to commit murder. And then the double kick in the gut. Not only would there be no public trial, but the penalty for the plea goes back to what it was when the crime was committed. Today, a conspiracy to commit murder can get you life. But in 1969, the same conspiracy comes with a maximum of 2 years in prison. And Nebraska's good time law shaves that in half.
I'm a compassionate person, but I was sure hoping he wouldn't make it out.
Joseph Ambrose told me he only took the deal so he could be back with his family by Thanksgiving, since he wasn't sure if he'd live long enough for trial. Mr. Ambrose maintains his innocence and stated he only took the plea offer because he could be out in November, and the trial likely would not have been until the fall of 2026.
Are you kidding me?
The family would have rather taken their chances, go to trial. If a jury says he didn't do it, they'll live with it. A trial, at least, would have kept Joseph Ambrose in custody for another year. Instead, he's on the Freedom Bus in a couple days.
It's heartbreaking and it is discouraging and I'm pissed off, but I still have a little fight and I'm not giving up. Not. Everybody keeps telling me I need to let it go. How do you let that go?
Joseph Ambrose, who's 78 now, through his attorney, told me repeatedly in the last few months that he wanted to do an interview when he got out of prison to clear his name and proclaim his innocence in the murder conspiracy. A few days ago, he changed his mind. He insists that because there wasn't a clear DNA match in this case to him, that he didn't do it.
Switching